I want to use this terrestrial habitat map for the Northeast in QGIS. So to do that, first I'll download the map data set, and it's in a raster data set format, but it's not a TIFF. It's in this other format here, and so we need to bring in the ADF file to be able to look at it. So we'll go back to QGIS here, and we can just drag in. I believe we want to drag in this one here, this ADF file, which gives us this not terribly helpful map. In order to actually see the different habitat types, we need to use the raster attribute table. And this exists here because in my plugins, I have installed this raster attribute table plugin, which lets us use the raster attribute tables that exist that are connected to different raster data sets. So that's installed, and therefore when I bring this in, it says, hey, there's a raster attribute table available, and so you can say click to open raster table. And then from there, we can say that we're interested in classifying this based on the habitat. So let's do the habitat. We would then do the classification, look for habitat, and then click classify. Existing classification will be overwritten. Do you want to continue? Yes, we want to continue. And then if we look, give it a second. This may take a while because there's a lot of different values. If later on when you're switching between them, it doesn't take so long. So it's basically making up the classification list as we speak from 11 to 300,000 or something. All right, and there we go. Now we have this classified based on the habitat. If we look over here on our layer list, we can see the different habitats in the Northeast. We can also right-click and duplicate this. Let's say we say duplicate layer, and let's add it. Let's do it by. We'll do this one by a different classification. So we can right-click on this, say open attribute table, and this time we're going to do it based on the ecosystem. And then click classify, be overwritten, yes, and you can see that takes almost no time because it's the second time we're doing it, and now we have this one based on ecosystem, so ecosystem here, and this one based on, really it should say the habitat up there. I'm not sure why not, it doesn't, but we now have this one and this one. And we can see there the ecosystem is more detailed than the habitat.